I like a spontaneous introduction anyways.
Do ya?
I do. I feel like it just goes better for podcasts.
Like after we just say some dumb shit or something.
Yeah, like you're just mid-conversation and then Carson's like, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the hell he says. It's the first of the month. I know that.
What's that mean?
It's
means
the
it's
first
actually
of the
May-
month.
I actually-
It's literally
I-
May 1st.
Welcome back to the Last All Sports Talk podcast. Today is Wednesday, May 1st, 2024, and here on episode 24, I'm joined by Jared Mink-Keencrop and Cleus Smith. I apologize in advance because I'm losing my voice, but it's still going to be a great episode nonetheless because the great Cletus Smith is here.
Yeah, it'll be even better because you'll talk less.
Yeah. And even better because Isaac is in here, so Cleus gets to talk more.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we need more Cletus takes.
We do.
Do we?
It's like that thing. It's not the thing that we want, but it's what we need.
It's not the hero that you
I don't
want.
think
Yeah.
you need it either. It's the hero you got.
He's got a half gallon of Mountain Dew over there.
Not anymore. He's probably down to a quarter gallon. Anyways, on today's episode, we're going to start off with the latest around the league, followed by NFC South draft grades, and we'll wrap it up with apparently heading straight into the latest around the league. Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown have agreed to a 4-year, $120 million contract extension with $77 million guaranteed.
Yeah, what is this, $30 million a year?
Yeah, that's a huge contract for a receiver.
You guys think he's worth it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. And cap room's probably going to go up again next year, so.
Always inflation.
Yeah,
The back half of the season, he pretty much just took over. So
You really did.
he did. He was the top 5 receiver in the second half, I'd say.
I'd say probably
year.
top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
think
if
he-
he wasn't injured for, 2 games in the first half.
Actually,
yeah,
probably top
yeah.
2, maybe. I'd say
no.
top 2 is between him and CeeDee Lamb.
No, Tyreek Hill.
He was injured on and off for the back half of the season.
How many games did he miss? missed that
Like
many.
4.
He missed like
Tyreek
3.
Hill is full-
He played
I
some.
think it was-
He played some games injured though.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't
you're
100%.
right. Yeah. I don't know. I think Amon-Ra is deserving of this money. I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Like, you can talk about, say that he's a system guy, but I don't know. The system doesn't work for Josh Reynolds or Jameson Williams, so I'd say that Amon-Ra is doing pretty well on his own.
Yeah.
Just the way the trend is for wide receivers getting paid, it's better to pay him sooner a lot of money than later a lot of money, because that's how it's just gonna go. So
Meaning contracts are just going to keep going
yeah,
up.
contracts are just gonna be worth more and more and more.
Also, like Clea said, the salary cap's going to keep expanding, so they're going to get a larger chunk, so you might as well pay him the smaller chunk now.
Yep.
Another guy that deserves it, Lions and offensive tackle Penix Sewell have agreed to a 4-year, $122 million contract extension with $85 guaranteed.
I
Yeah.
love that guy. I hope that the guard or tackle that we took, or was he a guard?
Broderick Jones?
No.
Troy Fatani.
He's a
Troy
guard and a
Fatani.
tackle.
Yeah.
We're saying we're going
I
to use
hope
him
that
as
he
left
ends up
tackle.
being like Sewell, because I love Sewell.
Cleus, was it you during the live stream that said you love Hawaiian linemen?
Yeah.
I thought
They're always the best.
Hawaiian.
They are. I mean, who's Hawaiian that's a lineman other than Penix Sewell and the guy we just got?
That other guy that got taken. Oh wait, he was on
Talise
the.
Fuwanga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got taken a few picks ahead.
Or the Pouncey's Hawaiian?
Nah.
It sounds pretty
I
Hawaiian.
don't know. Pouncey's not Hawaiian.
They look a little
Troy
Hawaiian.
Polamalu?
I don't even know if
Yeah.
he's Hawaiian.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Full?
Yeah.
That's
Marcus
why.
Mariota?
That's why
Hines Ward?
Fatanu's favorite player was Troy.
Hines
do
Ward is
remember.
Hawaiian.
Yeah. Hines Ward also didn't have an ACL.
Neither does
Oh, yeah.
the linebacker that we
Yeah,
took.
that's how I know that.
Yeah.
He didn't have one.
No, I guess not.
It was
I guess
obliterated.
since high school or something.
He played. That's why he ran so weird.
What? Peyton Wilson we're talking about.
No, he's talking about Hines Ward.
Oh, he's like, I don't know.
Oh,
Hines Ward was before my time watching football.
I had his jersey as a kid. I know that much.
I know my mom loves him because he has a good smile and he's nice.
Oh, that's
I made him for my, those Valentine's boxes that you make in
Yeah.
elementary school. I made him for my Valentine's.
Was he like catching the cards like
It
this?
was actually no. It was like a football field was the box, and then it was a statue of Hines Ward, basically.
I thought maybe you'd have him and like he'd be catching the cards like this, and there'd be a hole shaped like this in the box
Why shaped like this?
because that's the hands, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Oh,
I
he
see
catches
it.
with
Yeah.
2 fingers.
Nah, I was 8 years old. I wasn't really like
Sticking your tongue in it.
No.
Eagles and wide receiver A.J. Brown have agreed to a 3-year, $96 million contract extension with 84 guaranteed.
Yeah, they just paid Devontae Smith, too, so they're shelling out the money just like the Lions.
Well, at least they have the receiving core locked up for the next 3 years, probably. So
Yeah.
What is that, 31.5 per year?
32.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd rather
He's
pay
not
Amon.
worth than that.
Yeah.
He's not worth that much.
Holy cow! $2 million more than Amon-Ra a year.
Yeah, to hell with that.
Damn. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
But still the same amount of guaranteed money. Oh, a little bit more. More guaranteed money. Over
$32
less
million?
years. Holy crap!
Yeah, that's not worth it.
No,
No.
I'm good.
Chiefs and tight end Travis Kelce have agreed to a 2-year, $34.25 million deal with $17 million guaranteed.
He's the highest paid tight end.
At this point in his career, that is dumb.
I heard a take.
Well-
I heard a take on TikTok. I'd love to give credit, but I can't remember who I saw it from. But they pretty much said, "Well, why at this point in your career, when you are dating a billionaire,
Yep.
would you not take a pay cut? You know who else was dating a billionaire and took a bunch of pay cuts?
Tom Brady.
This is exactly how the podcast and like the TikTok went.
Was it Tom Brady?
Yeah, it was Tom Brady. And guess what he did? He won a shit ton of Super Bowls. So why would he become the most highest paid tight end instead of just taking like bare minimum, like maybe $3 million a year?
Well, maybe in case his girlfriend leaves him.
that's
he's
what,
left
that's
with
what I'm
nothing.
saying. That's what I'm saying. What if it's all a charade?
Hopefully he signed
Yeah.
a prenup. Oh, they're not married yet.
No, he doesn't want a prenup.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
She needs the prenup.
She
well,
wants the prenup.
yeah.
Travis
She's-
Kelce becomes a billionaire.
She's worth like 10. No, more.
No,
more than
just
it was
$1 billion.
$1.1. Yeah, it was $1.1 billion. We talked about
Yeah.
all the places you could buy.
She's worth 1.1.
Oh, yeah, that's
He's
right.
only worth like 50.
million.
Yeah,
Wow.
between his podcast and everything. Yeah,
You know why he doesn't want to take a pay cut to win Super Bowls?
because
He's not a
he
team
loves
player.
money.
Probably because he thinks he's going to win Super Bowls regardless because it's rigged.
It is. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he didn't think about that.
Never put that into my
I
perspective.
haven't watched a game in a little while. I
Why
forgot
wouldn't Tom
that it's-
Brady just take a bunch of money then?
It wasn't rigged back then.
No,
Oh yeah, you're right.
he was
yeah,
actually
he only
good.
won 7.
Yeah, no. Everybody hated Tom Brady, so nobody wanted him to win anymore. So it wasn't rigged. But
Yeah, but he was winning with good teams.
good defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess Patrick Mahomes is doing the same thing. Terrible offense, great defense.
Yeah.
I'm glad Isaac isn't here.
Yeah, I was going to be screaming. Well, this
Yeah.
is basically a 1-year deal. It's just $17 million guaranteed. That's only half of what he's given. So,
I can see him retiring after this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
like,
I still think it's a terrible contract for the team because he
Oh, yeah.
pretty much disappeared the whole season until playoffs came.
yeah,
It's the only time they need him.
yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Playoff Lenny, playoff Trav.
Yeah.
Yes.
Patriots and defensive tackle Christian Barmore have agreed to a 4-year, $83 million contract with $41.8 guaranteed.
We need to all like just get fat and become defensive tackles.
Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, and you got
Hard for
$83
me.
million.
Exactly.
They all lose it after they retire anyway. Well, most of them.
Defensive tackles just getting paid again
It's
and again.
it's crazy. They're getting paid, but yet we saw our top defensive tackle fall so far in the draft when people are obviously valuing them.
Johnny Newton.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, they let a lot of defensive tackles slide in the draft whenever, but they're much more willing to go out and pay these guys like at least $80 million. Like this is the lowest defensive tackle contract that we've seen this offseason.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather go cheaper and go with Jer'Zhan Newton. He fell, but whatever.
Following players had their 5th-year option picked up by their respective teams. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, Elijah Vera Tucker, Christian Darrisaw, Micah Parsons, Greg Rousseau, Udafe Owe, Greg Newsome II, and Patrick Surtain II.
Those are all pretty damn good players. So
Yeah, that's why they
yeah,
picked
that
up the
makes
fifth-year
it makes
option.
sense.
Yeah.
It'd be dumb not to.
Not to pay him, hold off, and get some good years out of him without having to pay him.
Yeah.
Broncos signed cornerback Levi Walls to a 1-year, $1.29 million deal.
A little former Steelers shout out.
Does he have any tread on the tires?
No, I think he
old is
popped
this
his tires.
Nah, he sucked when he was with us. So.
I think
He was
hit
good
a-
on the
I think
Bills,
he hit
though.
a nail.
He was good on the Bills, yeah, but that was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
It's a long time in the NFL.
Once again,
Especially
corners
for
are
a
so
corner.
Yeah, corners are so
Inconsistent.
yeah.
Hell, if he had a bad year last year, he might be DPOY this year.
You're right.
You're right. Damn it. Steelers should have kept him.
Broncos are thinking good here. Broncos acquired quarterback Zach Wilson and a 2024 7th-round pick from the Jets in exchange for a 2024 6th.
I told you, Sean Payton cooks.
This is gonna be. I don't know. I hope Zach Wilson is a serviceable backup for the rest of his career.
Well, he's the starter right now.
Because
oh wait, no.
Bo
They
Nix
got
is
Bo
probably
Nix,
gonna be a starter.
He could beat him for the job,
He
though.
might.
We might see.
I'm not high on Bo Nix.
He's your quarterback 3. Bo Nix is.
I'm just saying Zach Wilson's good.
Zach Wilson is. I don't think he's as bad as the NFL makes him out to be. I reckon he's top 40. No, obviously he's not a starter, but everyone says that he shouldn't even have a job. I think he should have a job.
Yeah, I don't know if he's top 40. I'd probably say 45 is safer for me.
I mean, he's been thrown into the fire on a terrible Jets offense ever since he came into the league.
It's not exactly.
I mean, he
his
should have
fault.
probably done better last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like the guy. And they also said he had attitude issues last year.
Yeah, well, he seems whiny.
Yeah, he didn't want to play at one point.
Whenever you have
what's wrong with
intercourse
you,
with
dude?
moms on the sideline, you're probably gonna be pretty whiny.
Yeah,
because you're like goo goo gaga. I want milk.
Mommy.
He's just being mommy.
I want milk.
He's like Stewie.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
from Family Guy.
Or that kid from Grown Ups he's like 6 years old. He keeps
Now he's like 10.
Nah, he's like 6, I think.
Starts breastfeeding. How old's your kid? Oh, he's 8.
No, they said he's.
They just look at each other.
No, they said something like he's 52 months.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So 5.
So 5?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That should be 4.
No, I don't know. It might have been like 62 months or something.
And then
Something
later,
stupid.
Because he goes to school. He rides a school bus.
That's right. Yeah. Then later in the movie, he's like, this is the best vanilla pudding I've ever had. And he's like, that's butter, son. He's just like eating out of a tub of butter.
Yeah. Bengals quarterback Jake Browning received a 2-year contract extension through the 2025 season.
Well earned, Browning. He earned it.
He did.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I like it.
job.
I think
Jake.
he's a top 7 backup quarterback.
I'd say he's top 5 backup quarterback.
He did pretty well.
He
in the
was
end of the
this
season.
close to leading them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
Wasn't
he's
impressive.
winning off the field. Yeah.
Don't know her, but I'll believe you.
Yeah, well, Joe Burrow gave Jake Browning
His
his
woman?
suite.
His
No,
leftovers?
suite. No, his suite. Like at the Bengals stadium.
What?
So his parents and family could go watch the games.
When he was
yeah,
playing.
Burrow
when he
wasn't
was playing.
playing.
Yeah. And his girlfriend went viral.
For being hot.
I think I do remember that now that you say that.
Yeah. Look it up if you're interested.
Chargers signed running back J.K. Dobbins to a 1-year, $1.61 million deal.
They're just taking all of the Ravens running backs and signing them because they
Yeah.
got Gus Edwards too. So I don't.
Bus.
Well,
I
it's
don't know
because they brought the OC over, so.
Oh, they did bring in
Greg Roman.
Yeah,
That's probably why.
Wanted his guy.
Well, it's not going to matter. This guy's going to break his leg anyway. So
Jeez, yeah. Well, maybe now that they're out of Baltimore, maybe it'll be healthy. But who knows?
Could be.
Wait,
Kyle-
where did Blake Corum go? Did he
The
go to
Rams.
Other LA team.
Other LA team.
Yep.
Still blue and yellow.
Yep. Cowboys signed running back Ezekiel Elliott to 1-year, $3 million deal.
They're all in.
They are
Cowboys
all
are all in.
This guy is just here so he can retire as a Cowboy.
This is like when you have bad meat in your freezer, so you throw it outside for like the raccoons or whatever to get it. Then you go outside like after the raccoons already like rummaged through it and there's like just a little bit of gristle left. And you get off the food pile and you're like, yeah, actually we want that back. So then you bring it inside and try to eat it, but there's nothing left.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I saw another funny TikTok about this signing. It was like, man, the Cowboys are really all in. They just signed a 2015 national champion.
Well,
Yeah, the all-in memes are great. Raiders signed wide receiver Michael Gallup to a 1-year, $3 million deal.
Yeah, good for Gallup. The Cowboys could actually use him right now, but they're too focused being all in, so they don't need him.
I really like Michael Gallup.
Yeah, I
But he
think
never
he's
did
underused, underutilized, and underrated.
It's on
You
my
know-
fantasy team. So
He was a great steal when you're betting for
To
catch a
pass.
drive.
catch the first pass of the Cowboys. Because it seemed like every first down, first play of the game, they were throwing a little hitch or a little comeback route to Michael Gallup.
Yeah.
And that was his only catch of the whole game.
Yeah, then they
He
forgot
was
about
super
him.
inconsistent. I'd bench him like every week in fantasy, and then all of a sudden he'd score like 20-something points like 3 weeks in a row. So I'm like, all right, I got to play him. He scores 2.
The Gabe Davis.
Yeah, he's
I'm
also
benching his ass.
I'm
That
benching
was
his
probably one of
ass.
my more iconic moments of this show.
Yeah.
You happen to have.
and you ate those words
I
because
did.
he ended up being a dog.
Yeah.
You should have threw that clip on TikTok. Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't have YouTube yet.
That would've
No,
been
we
a good
didn't.
one. Yeah.
We didn't own a
I'm
camera.
benching his ass. Went on to like he would have won me that game.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Isaac would not have won the championship.
Yeah.
Well, it happens.
But Isaac's the GOAT.
No.
His all-time record is like
I don't
18 and 18.
But you know what he has?
A ring. A ring.
Actually, it's this finger.
Yep.
That's all that matters is the ring.
We don't give out rings. We don't even give out a trophy. So
No, we give out beer miles, though.
Yeah.
Beer miles.
Or 24-hour Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
date with a sex doll.
Yeah.
I would have taken that all
Or
day. Or a hot
the hot
seat
seat
at
at
Candy's.
Candy's.
Well,
yeah.
that's really just for you, Cletus. You came up with that. You're like, oh, please put this punishment on me.
You get free entries.
He's like,
Lee just started tanking his whole season.
Clee's like, I get the first overall pick and I get a free hot seat at Candy's.
The league pays for it.
Yeah. He loves it. Ravens wide receiver, Cleese's guy, Rashad Bateman received a contract extension through the 2026 season.
You know why?
That's
They
a
want
long
him.
time for
They
someone
want
that's
him
garbage.
and they need him.
No, the only reason I put this on the show doc is because I just wanted to ask why. Why through the 2026 season? You're giving him a 3-year extension?
They want him and they need him.
For what?
He's the best wide receiver they
They
have.
need him
No!
to hand out waters to the rest of the team.
Zay
He's-
Flowers
he's
runs
the
circles
fourth
around.
best
He's the
wide
best slot
receiver.
receiver they have.
Zay Flowers?
Some teams only have one.
He's the
Yeah.
fourth best receiver on their team, period.
Oh, really?
No.
Maybe 5.
You put him behind Devontae
Zay?
Walker now?
Oh, no, I put him behind Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Those are 2 tight ends in front of him.
And they're still better at catching the
They're
ball.
good tight
now.
ends.
They're not going to play both the tight ends.
No,
They
but
should.
they should over Rashad Bateman.
So at any given point, he's always third best on the field.
And they could be running
Lamar
12
Jackson
personnel.
might catch it better than he can.
12 personnel.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson
serious,
did
that's
have
a
a
real
better
thing.
catch
Keep
than him
Yeah,
this season.
yeah, he did.
Lamar Jackson had a better catch than him this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Eagles signed offensive tackle Mekhi Becton to a 1-year deal.
Mackay. He was just a former first-round pick of the Jets that busted a nut. Well, I don't know what he does in his free time, but
I know what I would do.
But on the field, he busted. That's for sure.
Well, you know, he is trying to block the edge all day, so.
damn.
Eventually, you're gonna bust.
Oh my! Wow! Wow!
Sometimes the edge
That was
goes.
good.
Sometimes the edge goes too hard,
Yeah, it does. and he busts.
and he busts.
Can you imagine
He
trying
busts.
to?
He busts right through.
Yep, every
Can
time.
you imagine trying to block an edge known as T.J. Watt?
Oh,
So, you know how powerful that edge is coming rushing.
that's a hell of an edge.
That's a hell of an edge.
Cleese, you're an edger here. How hard of an edge is that?
That's a hell of an edge. Sometimes you're just you got to block that edge, and sometimes you're not able to block it, and he just tackles all over your back.
Oh,
That's like an avalanche float.
Yeah, quarterback.
That's like an avalanche flowing down your vas deferens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think if you're blocking him the entire game, you just wait till the fourth quarter, and he's gonna be loaded.
Oh,
just
man.
completely loaded. And
That's why T.J. Watt never does anything
Yep.
till the fourth quarter.
Because when he busts through, there's gonna be so much to do,
That's
so
when he
much
comes.
cleanup, so
That's
much
when he comes in the fourth quarter. He
nothing but
comes.
cleanup.
Yep. He comes
always,
to play.
always coming in the fourth quarter. That's a clip for the talk.
They'd be like, "Hey, what are we talking about right here?
I don't know.
Guess what we're talking about." Never guess.
Anyways, this is my favorite piece of news for the whole day. The what? Not the edge. Oh, yeah. The Jaguars have released wide receiver Zay Jones. Praise the Lord. As a Jags fan and a Trevor Lawrence owner, this guy had so many drops, and I cannot wait for Brian Thomas to work on the sideline instead of this bum.
As a Christian Kirk guy, taking targets away from this bum and throwing them to Christian Kirk, praise Allah, praise Jesus. I don't care who you praise. Thank God.
Pretty
Come
sure
on.
Zay Jones was on our waiver wires the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he got picked up, you were like, "Oh, who picked him up?" And then it was like next week dropped.
Yeah, I think I picked him up for a week and dropped him.
He actually did something after Christian Kirk got hurt.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the guy who's like, he like can stand up really cool?
What, he does like the flip up?
No.
Please can stand up really cool.
Yeah.
Please, show how you stand up.
What? No, it's like
I stood up so cool.
no, he dove and didn't catch it, and then he like just like a push up and like went to his feet.
Oh yeah, he did the magic stand up. It was
Yeah.
like how is this guy
That was him.
levitating?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No wonder he was no wonder he was a second round pick by the Bills back in the day.
He's
They
too
saw
busy
that on
work-
his film.
Working on his dance moves.
Dance.
Like, damn, that guy's got some strong pecs. Did you see him get from horizontal to vertical with one push?
Yeah,
Michael Jackson's kid. Doing the Michael Jackson lean.
You know, he looks like him just a little bit.
What, lean?
You say Zay Jones is on lean?
Yes.
Hands are covered in lean. No
And
wonder
next
he
week
kicked
we're
us
going to cover him getting fined.
Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, GM Brett Veach, and team president Mark Donovan received contract extensions through the 2029 NFL season, and Andy Reid becomes the highest paid head coach in the NFL with this contract extension. 2029 is crazy.
Yeah. How old is Andy Reid going to be by then?
80.
Cheeseburger?
Yeah. That's
Nah, I think he's like 65 right
Andy,
now.
what down is it? Cheeseburger.
What's that? 5 years from now, so
Yeah.
he will be 71.
That's it?
He's 66 right
He's
now.
fine.
Still 10 years younger than our president.
Yeah,
So you should be fine.
yeah. I mean, our president's doing a great job, so
Yeah.
there's no complaints there.
No.
And they don't expect. They don't like.
Hey,
They don't
there it is
release.
right there, Mink. Bottom right.
Yes.
Every time Zay
Oh
Jones,
yeah, Zay Jones
levitated.
levitating.
Oh, he went to
I'll have
ECU.
I'll have to put that on the video.
Look at this
here.
dude.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, let's get some slow-mo here.
What?
I actually see how he did that.
And it looks
Yeah.
like he was
Yeah,
pulled up by.
He
a
just
string.
did it so fast, though.
He's about to do it again. Oh, multiple teams.
Look at all these
okay,
teams he
that-
was on.
It's 'cause he sucks.
Yeah, I think I see how he does it.
He's
He-
about to be on another one next
it's
year.
all about momentum here.
Oh, they even zoomed down.
Oh,
Wow, that's
he
really
uses
unnecessary.
his ass bone to push off his
His
knee.
ass.
He pushes with his third leg.
I see it.
They don't. For some reason, they don't release how much coaches get paid. So I read that it was expected that Andy Reid's getting paid around $100 million over 5 years. So
Probably because it doesn't have to be public knowledge.
Yeah.
Like contracts in the NFL do have to be public knowledge just because the cap.
'Cause-
the cap like hit
yeah,
on it.
and
But,
you're right. Yeah,
but there's no cap hit on
Right.
managers.
No
and
cap.
everything like that. Yeah, no cap.
No
It's
cap.
just- it's
On
it's
God.
personal.
So who pays? Is it the city that pays him then?
that's to the owner.
Yeah, they're city
Took out his
employees.
taxes.
Well, who
Yeah.
pays for Green Bay?
They're just city employees.
The owner. This comes out
The
of owner's
owner of
pocket.
Green Bay. There is
The
no
This
Packers.
comes out of the owner's pocket.
There is no owner of the Packers.
Maybe it
Nah,
is. Maybe they
there
are
has
city
to be.
employees.
No, there isn't.
There
That's
has
the
No,
whole
it's
point of
fan.
the
It's
Packers.
fan owned.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Packers are fan
Packard
owned.
is the only
We don't have our
team with
Packer
no owner.
like insider here.
So
I
who-
did not know that.
Get him, Sam.
You
So
just
who
gotta-
does-
We watch it.
So who
I
does
can't get out of it.
Who does the team hiring then?
There's a GM.
Yeah, but who hires the GM? So
Isn't it Goose?
Brian Onagoose is the GM, but
Yeah.
there's a head coach and a GM, but there's no owner.
There's got to be like I don't know. There's positions called like
Oh.
president of football operations and stuff.
I remember what you're talking about now. 'Cause
CEO.
I think the governor had a say in who they hired.
What the hell?
What the hell would he know?
We should
How
go-
are they a good team?
Let's get into politics, and that's our getting into football.
There we go. Yes.
Google. Packers
So, anyways,
owners.
back to Joe Biden.
Cleus,
I love what he's doing at Southern border.
They're owned by Green Bay Packers Inc. Yeah, pride
Yeah,
themselves on
shareholders.
being the only public-owned, not for profit major league professional team in the United States.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
How did you not know that?
I don't pay attention to the owners. I pay attention to the players. Yeah, they're owned by hundreds of thousands of fans. Is Isaac a part owner?
I don't think so. You have to buy
No.
shares.
Yeah. It's like they might be ran off a stock.
So then, if they ever like shit the bed and Packers organization just goes to shit like Bears style, are they gonna have no money to hire anybody? I mean, I guess it never goes that off the rails.
I don't know what they do.
Okay,
like, do
so-
they fund off stocks?
Green Bay has an executive committee and board of directors. So
So it's like a Congress,
It's a school
Yeah.
board,
school board, but they aren't elected.
an NFL Congress.
Football.
yeah,
Maybe they are elected.
community owned since 1923. approximately.
Do they pay
Damn.
extra taxes?
Hey, happy 100 years, Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was their 100th season. Just had it.
Okay, so they have a president and CEO, Mark Murphy.
Mark.
He's somebody. But he's
true, he
technically not the owner.
He's definitely not the goose either.
Definitely not the goose.
What-
He didn't
so-
fly south.
So we're off the rails, but what does CEO stand for?
Chief Executive Officer.
And what about COO?
Chief
I thought it was.
Officer of Operations, I think.
CEO doesn't mean owner.
I thought it meant.
They
I
just
thought
run the
I thought it
shit.
was Chief Executive of Operations was E CEO.
Meaning that they just
Yeah.
run everything?
Yeah.
they're just like the head of the operation. The president's just
Yeah.
the head, whatever.
The owner of a company could appoint
No.
someone to CEO.
Mink was right. It's Chief Executive Officer.
Good job, Mink.
Thank you.
What do you want to know, Keem?
COO. Cool.
What do CEOs do? What do COOs do?
COO is Chief Operating Officer.
Did you get that one right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, he's good.
Well, not quite. I said Chief Officer of Operations. Chief. What is it?
Chief Operating Officer.
So I had the O's switched.
Damn it, Mink.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Well,
so this is also a continuing story, kind of. Jason Kelsey has signed a deal with ESPN to join the Monday Night Football pregame broadcast crew, and when he retired, we were talking about how since he's such a well-known and well-liked personality, he can probably just pretty much go wherever he wants
Yep.
and get a job immediately, and that's what he did.
We called it.
Yeah, we did.
I'm kind of excited that he's going to the Monday Night crew because they're the worst pregame crew.
Who's on that?
I saw they're basically kicking off RG3 to put
What?
him on.
He was the best one.
Is he the guy that races the Falcon?
RG3?
Yeah. At the Combine, he always races the Falcon? Or is that Cam Newton? No, it's RG3. It is RG3.
Cam Newton's still trying to find a job.
Yeah, I remember that.
He still thinks he's top 10.
Yeah.
He's bagging right now at Walmart or something.
I can't
He
even
wears a
remember.
top hat.
That's how bad Monday Night's football panel is because I can't even tell you who's on it.
It's
Is
not
that-
Levy anymore.
No, he does it after the game.
In the Buck or whatever.
Oh, no,
it's
wait.
Buck.
No,
It's
no,
Buck
no,
and
no.
Aikman.
That's who calls the game, but the pregame panel.
Van Pelt? No, that's post.
No, that's post game.
Is that girl on it?
Riddick.
Riddick.
Riddick? Not Theo. Charles Riddick? Xavier Riddick.
You got a computer
Reddick?
right in front of
JJ
you.
Reddick.
Look
I
up
do.
pregame panel. I know the Thursday night crew is Ryan Fitzpatrick, Richard Sherman.
Those guys are good.
Who's that big lineman for the Rams? I can't think.
I was
of
going to say Tony
Oh,
Gonzalez.
Andrew Whitworth.
Yeah.
Whitworth.
Tony
I wanted to
Gonzalez.
say Whitman, but that's
Tony
not.
Gonzalez.
Tony G, and then that hot chick.
So, Monday Night
That's all
Football
you need.
pregame is Scott Van Pelt,
Oh.
Marcus Spears,
Spears.
Ryan Clark,
Is Boogie?
Ryan Clark
RG3,
is-
Adam Schefter, and Michelle Beisner Buck.
Michelle Biden. Thank you.
No.
Michelle Obama?
Michelle Beisner, Beisner.
Is that Joe
Buck.
Buck's wife?
I don't know. Maybe. Could be.
Well, anyway, Ryan
Ryan
Clark
Clark,
is
yeah.
on there, and he just irritates me. Even though he's
What?
a Steelers guy,
Wow.
his takes are always like he's so serious all the time. He's so serious, and he contradicts himself. It's annoying. Like,
I
Played a
don't
lot
like
of
Scott
football.
Van Pelt
There was-
because he's way too chalk.
Chalk.
Scott Van Pelt is way too chalk.
Meaning he does what the consensus says.
oh yeah.
He's very for the people.
He's very politically correct in all his.
He's got none of his own opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
So he just says Patrick Mahomes is the greatest. Travis Kelsey is amazing.
We love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But then if Ryan Clark says, you know what? I think Aaron Rodgers is actually better than Patrick Mahomes. Scott Van Pelt would be like, well, you know what? Aaron Rodgers did put up these stats and whatever, and
So he just goes with the flow.
Well, he's a
Yeah.
host. He's a host. He's not an analyst.
Well, I realize that, but host should be like, oh, come on now, like blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
you should
Cletus-
stir the fans.
Yeah.
And get them aroused.
We could
Yeah.
really use a stirring of this fan.
yeah.
Oh man, am I
Damn
about to start
Mac.
See, that's why I'm such a good host because I'm so good at getting you guys aroused, especially Cletus.
Well, I mean, you are edging the crap out of us all show.
The table's about to start rising.
no, you have a hole there in the table.
I do.
That's what that hole's for.
Oh, my finger. It won't fit through.
Your finger?
My cock.
Can you say that?
No, I can say cock.
Yeah, you can't say
I'm
cock.
talking about my chicken.
What else
My
can you-
chicken ain't gonna fit
It's
through
not
that
the
hole.
F word.
What else
so-
can you say, Cletus?
I shouldn't go through a list.
Where'd this list come from? Like, we know that we can't say the F word because that's not very family friendly for you folks. But
friendly. Those are two F words.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
the one that We can. I'll say it.
We can't say two different R words.
Two.
Two.
I can't even think of one.
I can think of one.
Oh, okay. I can
Race
think of one.
car.
I can think of one. Okay.
Race car.
Race car.
What's that mean?
Oh.
That's an R word.
And then the other one is not very intelligent.
All right.
Retainer.
We really shouldn't go through
Race
this.
car and retainer.
We really should not
like
go through this list.
like when you're driving a golf cart, right? And it has like the thing on it to like make it go slower. It has like the retarder on it. So
Yeah, it
it's-
has the retarder.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Yep. That's what they do.
Keep
For
this
sure.
out.
For sure. What? It's like
That's what it's called.
yeah.
It is what it's
Or
called.
like semi trucks have a brake retarder.
They do have.
They
a brake
do.
retarder.
I actually don't know what that does, but what is a brake retarder?
It's basically like a regulator.
Yeah, it's like a governor.
Yeah.
It's just another word for governor.
It limits it.
Okay, that's the
Limiter.
word. Finally,
Limiter, yeah.
finally, a word that I can
So you know,
understand.
like Will's Gator when you're driving and you're going
Yeah.
45.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. That's the retarder.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. How can we break that thing?
Well, Cleus got kicked out of a golf course once because they thought he broke that thing.
They said, "We heard you saying that you were saying to bend the governor rod." I was like, what?
I did say that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, that was a good time. Anyways, let's get into the NFC South draft grades. Starting off with the Atlanta Falcons. The pick of the draft, their first round pick, number 8 overall. They went with Washington quarterback Michael Penix, and then going down through the rounds, they went with Ruko Roro, defensive end at Clemson, Washington
He nailed it.
offensive linebacker Britton Trice, Oregon defensive end Brandon Dorless. Then they had JT Bertrand, Jace McClellan, Casey Washington, and Zion Logue, and they signed no undrafted free agents.
Well, the only plus I see out of drafting Michael Penix is that they completely screwed the Raiders because that's who they were going to take.
They did, yeah.
And they were like, Brock Bowers.
Well, I bet a lot of people probably would have taken Michael Penix. Like the Broncos probably would have taken Michael. Well, maybe I don't know.
No, I thought the Broncos always liked Bo Nix.
They loved the next.
I bet that Minnesota would have loved to rather trade up for Michael Penix though than JJ McCarthy. I know all the talk was about JJ McCarthy, but towards like the week before the draft, like everybody started shifting towards Penix. That's the whole reason why we started talking about the NFC South. Next week we'll go AFC North and NFC North and so on and so forth and go in order. But all the whole talk around the first round was Michael Penix Jr. I just wanted to hear you guys' opinions. So Mink, what do you think? How do you feel about the whole Kirk Cousins Michael Penix situation? Is it a stab in the back? Is it a kick you in the nards and get you going harder, or what?
Yeah. Is Heineke still on the team?
Yeah, he is.
Then why did you draft this? You have a serviceable backup in Heineke. All right.
Probably close to the same age.
Yeah.
Probably.
Pretty close. I think Heineke's
Heineke's probably only 26 or 27.
No, he's like.
You think
He's
30?
close to 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought him off the
I bet he's
couch when he was
29.
26, I think.
Yeah, I bet he's 29.
Wasn't he in the UFL or
He's
something?
31.
I thought Heineke was in the UFL
think
and they
maybe
brought him in when he was
CFL.
26.
But anyway, I was like this. I was so confused. We were all confused
He
when
is
they picked
31.
when they picked him.
31.
That's what I said. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, you're going to develop a guy, yeah, he can learn under Kirk, but by the time he's ready to play, he's going to be near the end of his career. I mean,
He'll already be pushing 30.
He's going to be pushing 30 by then. By the time Kirk's deal is over, he'll be 29 years old. And then, I mean, maybe he will be another Heineke.
And then he will just be Heineke.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they can just use him as trading, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Trade
Trade
bait.
bait.
Bait, maybe?
Be really
or
waste-
stock. Like, I don't know exactly,
You know,
but...
The real reason, so I originally hated this pick, but once I looked into what's actually going on here in this organization, I ended up liking it more because Kirk Cousins' contract is pretty much
2.5 years.
yeah. So they can get out of Kirk's contract after the first 2 years, and then after that it can be all Michael Penix. And we're gonna talk about a report later, but the Falcons viewed Michael Penix as the quarterback 2 in this class. And if they got him at the number 8, then that's a steal if they have him as the quarterback 2. And I think that this, although Michael Penix is one of the most NFL-ready quarterbacks in this draft class and also older, if he starts in 2 years, he's 26, but at least he'll have 2 years of watching NFL experience behind, I think, what is a good organization with a good new coaching staff. So he should be ready to go and should be successful right after that. And also their team's pretty young, so
Honestly,
It's like that thing where you can build a team around him, and then the quarterback comes in last and takes him to the promised land.
And let's not forget, before Ritter, the Falcons have been the most underrated team for developing quarterbacks. They had Matt Ryan for a long time. They had Mike Vick, and they had one other good guy before Mike Vick. But they're like
Brett Favre.
Well,
really?
That wasn't. Yeah,
They had him for
like a year.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just like
but-
comeback tour or something.
Yeah, but
And then he went to the Packers.
they're like good at developing quarterbacks. Like they had Matt Ryan for 13, 14 years.
21-3.
Yeah, well,
28-3.
Oh,
28-3. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
even worse than
you
what
made
you
it
thought.
sound good.
And then Mike Vick, he was a dog. He whoa, man, that was,
What a choice of words.
okay. Well,
That's awesome.
if he was man,
Yeah, he was.
okay, he was a stallion. He was he completely revolutionized the game and the dogfighting ring. But no, the Atlanta Falcons are actually really good at developing quarterbacks, like way better than anyone thinks. I think Ritter was just a complete bust. But
He's a third-round pick. What are you going to expect?
yeah, I mean, Michael Penix, if they view him as, what'd you say, third? Or
Quarterback two.
Quarterback two, I believe it. I would believe it because they've picked well for quarterbacks in the past, but out in the first round at least. But the whole Kirk thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
After
they
you just paid him.
they probably looked at the contract and was like, okay, we have him for 2 years. There's nobody in next year's draft class, and we're probably going to do well this year.
Do you think they informed Kirk Cousins of their pick?
They did not. I'm pretty sure.
How do you feel about that?
What they did was they called him
on the clock.
like on the clock, because I'm pretty sure this was an on the clock decision.
I bet they liked Michael Penix. I bet they figured out they liked Michael Penix after they paid Kirk Cousins, and then they're like, well, shit. It's like, well, he's going to be, if he's there at 8, then we might as well go get him, because Kirk Cousins is, 35, 36?
Yeah, he's old.
He's no spring chicken.
Yeah, I'm just really surprised that no rumor got out about this. Because you hear so many rumors before the draft.
It
I'm
wasn't a
surprised-
rumor. This was an on the clock decision.
I think they planned to
No,
do
like,
this.
I
did
think
you
they
not
did.
see the clip of the GM explaining to the owner, like, oh, well, we did this because, like, he was completely fumbling. Like, you couldn't see his words, but you could tell that he was, like, sweating up a storm.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
The owner was pissed.
I wish
I don't know
I'd-
who it
Why the
was.
hell did you choose this guy?
Well, there were rumors that
The
it
owner
was
was
the owner.
informed, yeah.
There's rumors that it was the owner who drove this.
Well,
What's his name? Arthur
Blank.
yeah. Well, someone was explaining some guy, like,
Yeah.
this is why we did it. And the other
We don't
guy
know
was
what
like,
they were saying,
What the hell
but-
were you doing?
That's what everybody says. They were saying, like, this looks
Yeah,
like a
they
man
might just be like,
who was fighting
they-
for his job.
They may have been talking about sushi or, like,
That's true, yeah.
ravioli.
I don't know. I didn't want it on the side. I just.
I wanted fries, but I ended up ordering broccoli. But the rice looked really good, so I got it. But I regretted it. I should have got the broccoli. The broccoli.
This is while they're on the clock.
My wife got the broccoli, and I had a bite, and I was like, God damn it, I ordered rice.
I don't know. Michael Penix was my quarterback 3 in the class. I like Michael Penix. I feel like he's the best arm in the class. But how much development does he really need? In my opinion, it looked like watching his film that he was like,
He's only had 6 years of it.
he's only been in college for he only graduated high school in 2018. So
That was
Yeah.
ahead of us.
yeah, he was yeah.
And I should have been in the NFL for at least 1 year by now.
He graduated with Jalen Hurts, who's been
Why aren't
he's now on his second contract.
Wow. Graduated with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he's the same recruiting class as Jalen Hurts.
That's crazy.
Jalen Hurts is on his second contract now. But anyways, so I had questions about that pick. But I mean, I like Michael Penix, but I was pissed off for him because I wanted to see him start somewhere.
Yeah.
But whatever. I
There
guess
was a
he's
lot of
starting
guys
to-
like that in this class that were like, why are they going
Yeah.
there? What the heck?
The NFL draft was like centered around building depth.
The question is, who's going to draft him in Dynasty?
I wish I could, but I
That is a good question.
Because he's not going to go first round.
No, I was going to say I think he probably falls to the second round.
in our league probably.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. But about these other guys, just a little sentence summary just so we know who they are. Rook Ororo is a powerful ball rushing run defender and disruptor. Seems to lack a pass rushing plan and skills, but
Do his parents have a stutter while writing down the name?
he's a dog, man.
Yeah, I
It's like
him.
your hand stutters. Like you don't.
That-
you don't
that's
have
his
a
last name.
You don't, yeah, I know, but you
Oh.
don't have a verbal stutter. But you just.
That's called a tremor.
That actually could be what happened. Because whenever you came to Ellis Island, they said, "What's your name?"
So nervous.
It could have just been Aurora,
They're just like sounding it out.
but instead it's Aurora.
I mean, he's my defensive tackle 4, and Carson really liked him too. He was his defensive tackle 3, so I like that pick. Braylon Trice is an edge rusher, same size.
That?
You like that? He's the same size as some other quick and athletic edge rushers in this class, like Chop Robinson and Dallas Turner. But this guy is slow. He wins with strength, lack of speed. This lack of speed earned him a lot of hurries, like almost sacks. So he's like, he almost had it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Participation.
Yeah, I mean, he's my edge 7, so I mean, not very great. But Brandon Dorless is a guy without a true position at 6'3", 83 pounds. He's too big to be an edge, but like too small to be a defensive tackle. Tries to play more like an edge with lateral quickness, quick hands, lack of upper body strength. J.D. Bertrand was an overdraft. He's just a linebacker who lacks strength. And then Jason McClellan, I wasn't a fan of him, and those other guys won't even be playing like meaningful roles. But the guys that I explain throughout this episode are guys that could actually like earn a role. But I gave them a C- because Penix and they drafted so many guys along the D line, just like endless D line depth. Confused me.
That's who they needed, but they didn't take them.
They took like 3 D linemen, and what they really needed was a corner because it's AJ Terrell right now and some dude named Clark Phillips.
Let's go, Clark.
Let's go Clark, but I don't know. They needed a corner, and they were complaining like, man, we were trying to trade back up to get a corner. It's like, man, if only you had the 8th overall pick, you could have drafted a corner or an edge rusher. But whatever. I don't know. I gave him a C-. I wasn't depressed. They also need a safety to go beside Jesse Bates, but
If they were smart, they would have traded the 8th overall pick down to get no shit. They would have traded probably to like 25 or like
they could have got
26, and they could have had Cooper DeJean. They could have had who is that other the
Kool-Aid.
They could have
Kool-Aid
had Kool-Aid,
McKinstry,
but there was a
Nate
lineman that dropped.
Oh, there's on Newton.
Yeah. They could have
fell to the
both
second
of them,
round.
but no, they had to take Michael Penix.
You know, they also could have traded back and still got Penix because Penix was projected to be a borderline first, second rounder.
Not the week up to the draft. Week up to the draft, Penix was like, yeah, he's going to be a top 10 guy.
The fact that 6 went in the first
12.
12.
Yeah, 12. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was going to go.
I don't know if you could have traded back and gotten Penix.
No.
So many QB teams.
Yeah, so many QBs got traded, cut, went to free agency.
Really, the only QB needy team that didn't get one was the Raiders. And you could say they're not even needy because they have Gardner Minshew. He's an
Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler, that's what
Yeah, the thing that gets voted in, and then people are like, no, I'm not going to play. So then the backups of the backups of the backups get in.
Right.
They're like, hey, come on down to Hawaii or wherever it is and play some Madden.
It's in Orlando now.
Orlando now.
I don't even play football. Yeah, but no one else wanted to go.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We're not playing football. We're playing flag football and tic-tac-toe, field goal, or whatever.
I bet you next year at the Pro Bowl, they're going to have Sketch there.
Oh,
Probably, yeah.
For sure, if he's still a thing, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the
if
face
he's
of the NFL now.
Relevant.
Tuesday.
Check Tuesday. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Carolina Panthers. With their first round pick, 32nd
Traded
overall.
up for it.
They traded up to get South Carolina wide receiver Xavier Legette. In the second round, they went with Texas running back Jonathan Brooks. Third round,
Damn, these mics are so tippy.
Kentucky linebacker Trevin Wallace. Fourth round was Texas tight end Jatavian Sanders. Then in the following rounds, they went Shaw Smith-Wade, Jaden Krumdy, and Michael Barrett. Their notable undrafted free agents that they signed are Louisville quarterback Jack Plummer, Holy Cross wide receiver Jalen Coker.
Holy Cross, that's a hell of a name.
Yeah. Washington edge Zion Tupuola Fetty, and Virginia State cornerback Willie Drew. So I guess I never gave my grade for the Falcons.
Yeah, what'd you
Sorry
give it?
about that. D.
D.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd give him D+.
I was going to go with like a C.
All right, so that averages out.
C+.
Averages
C-.
out to
C-,
a-
I mean.
Yeah, averages out to like a C- probably.
Yeah.
All right, so now the Carolina Panthers. Cletus, do you like their first round pick? I guess.
Wow. That they traded up for. I did not like it.
Oh, okay.
I did not think that, unless they really see something in him and was like, We want him. They would have fell to him anyways because they traded from the 33rd to the 32nd.
He probably definitely would have fell to him, yeah.
Yeah,
I think they just wanted
most
to,
definitely.
I think they just wanted to fit your option.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. So if he actually becomes something within 2 years, then the grade will obviously change, and I'll be like, yeah, that was a good pick. But otherwise, the trade was not worth it. And then a running back in the second round. Are you kidding me? There were no running backs in this draft. And you decide to take a running back for your second round pick. You need so many different positions. With the 46th overall pick, you could have had a pretty decent tackle,
Yes.
which you
Yeah.
need. And you
Yeah.
took a running back that can't go anywhere because you don't have a goddamn tackle. I'm just going to give my grade. They'll get a D. I think they were actually worse than Atlanta. I actually do. I'm taking a piss. This pisses me off, so I'm taking a piss.
Cletus, leave that door open and open up the window over in the other room.
Will do.
We need to get some airflow in here.
Xavier
It's
Legette.
We're sweating.
Oh, no, man. I kind of like that pick.
Does have a great voice.
Oh!
Wait. I don't know if it moved the camera.
It was wiggling.
Oh, shoot. How long have we not been connected? Into running video.
Well, they've been hearing our voice, so
Yeah, they have been.
we can keep talking.
That's got to be interesting.
But anyway, Xavier Legette, I did not think that he was going to be a first rounder. I was surprised to see that. But I am a fan of his voice. I can't really understand him what he's saying, but I like listening to it.
It does seem like he would fit our hometown, his voice.
He's from the backwoods of like South Carolina somewhere. So he's going to his hometown team, which is a big deal for him. So that's cool. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, like you guys said, the Panthers might fool around this year and win 5 games.
It's a possibility. They went hard in free agency, but what they did in free agency, they made up for the other way in the draft. And my grade, oh man, I'll give them a D+. Nah, what I give the Falcons? I'm actually moving the Falcons to a C-, and the Panthers are D+.
Okay. Yeah, I think Cletus was right, actually. I think the Panthers were worse than the Falcons. But the Panthers didn't have a first rounder.
Mess around and win 5 games.
They might.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Xavier Legette, so I'm gonna bash him for that pick because this guy's like, I don't know, fast vertical receiver, strong jump ball ability, but I don't know, he's a deep ball threat, and not a whole lot more because he had one good year, he hasn't really gotten a chance to prove much more than that.
Yeah, I like him, but I just
Yeah, Cody loves him. He's a my guy for Cody.
Didn't think he was going to be top,
No.
first rounder. So
All of us draft brothers bashed Jonathan Brooks. He's like a 3-down running back basically, but he tore his ACL in November and he really wasn't fast or quick or had any special abilities in our opinion. So I don't like him going at 46 either.
he was the first running back off the board, right?
Yeah.
Pretty large
Surprising.
margin, too.
And
Yeah.
I was like, because I never even really heard of the guy because he was hurt for most of the season. So I was like, who the heck did they just take?
Yeah, there are a lot of people who love Jonathan Brooks and love his potential and everything, but I didn't see it. I do like Trevin Wallace, the linebacker out of Kentucky. Just good acceleration in pursuit, can use it to shoot through gaps at the QB or run down the ball carrier on the outside. A linebacker who can meet the ball carrier but likely won't get juked out, or he might likely won't get juked out, but he might just get overpowered. He's my linebacker 4. Jatavian Sanders in the 4th round. That's a lot later than I thought.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to go. Just a good vertical threat tight end with very good hands. My tight end 3, Carson's tight end 3 as well. Shaw Smith-Wade, a cornerback. I didn't like him. The Panthers need a lot of help at corner, and Shaw Smith-Wade is not going to do it for you. He's like a small slot receiver who's not the best tackler. He's going to get out-muscled and outreached by most receivers. Got short arms. Long arms is important, and this guy's got short arms. Jaden Crumedy in the 6th round. Just a dude who wants to lower his head and bull rush through everyone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not a fan. Michael Barrett is just the second linebacker on Michigan, and I guess, hey, he was on that winning Michigan team, so let's draft him.
He's a winner.
He's a winner, I guess. I don't know. Jack Plummer, I just put him on here because he was on that good Louisville team, so he's probably going to be a backup or a UFL starter, but he's not threatening Bryce Young. Jalen Coker was actually ranked 211 overall and didn't get drafted. He was a very good FCS receiver, but you can tell he just outmuscled a lot of FCS cornerbacks. Zion Tupuola Fatui, he was ranked pretty highly, like 247 overall. Just a slower pass rusher, but surprisingly good bend. But I didn't really see anything special. And then Willie Drew, he's a standout Division II cornerback who somehow earned a combine invite, just like Tyson Bagent did last year as a quarterback. But his film is bad. It definitely looks like he was saved by D2 level quarterbacks. Holy shit, they underthrow their wide receivers a ton. So this guy was saved a lot by that, and this guy's acceleration is bad. And I can only imagine how it's going to look against NFL receivers. So I wasn't impressed, but all in all, I gave them a B-. I would have liked a more versatile wide receiver than Xavier Legette. Like, you know that I don't like Xavier Legette, Carson, or a starting corner at number 32 overall, but I don't know. I like the addition of Jatavian Sanders in the 4th round as another receiving weapon. I don't know. I feel like they did. I also like Trevin Wallace as the linebacker, but all in all, I feel like they had a pretty good, well-rounded draft, but I don't like Xavier Legette, but that kind of is what bashed it for me.
Mink, do you have a grade for him?
My grade probably won't mean as much because I did not. I had studied like the guys in the 1st round, and then the Steelers. So
The Lurs, baby.
yeah,
Lurs.
Lurs
Right.
coming next week.
New Orleans Saints, 1st round pick. They went with Oregon State offensive tackle, the Hawaiian that we were talking about, Talise Fuega.
Another one.
Fuanga.
There you go.
There's no N there.
Yeah, but that's like Tongo Vailoa, Talise Fuanga.
Tagovailoa.
Yeah, you're white.
I am white.
Tagovailoa.
This is America, so his last name is
Turn the ball over.
Fuega.
Afraid it's not.
But this is America.
He's from America.
Fuego means
Hawaii
hot in
is
Spanish.
America.
Ooh,
Whoa, Talise hot.
Talise
Yeah,
hot,
but
baby.
they don't speak Spanish.
You're right.
You're
Is
right.
Hawaiian a language?
I think
Oh,
so.
I think it is because Ohana means family.
Aloha.
Is that Lilo and Stitch?
That was Stitch, yeah.
Nah, not Lilo. That was Stitch for sure.
Ohana means family.
2nd round, they went with Alabama defensive back Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Good pick. Good pick.
Hell yeah.
Then they stacked up those picks in the 5th round with Spencer Rattler, Bub Means, and Jalen Ford. Then 6th and 7th was Christian Boyd and Josiah Isram. Also undrafted free agents. They signed the man out of Slippery Rock, wide receiver Kyle Sheets, who was ranked 437 overall.
Local boy.
Yeah. Colorado State tight end Dallin Hooker, who was ranked 139, and TCU
194. Are you dyslexic?
What I say?
139.
Oh.
Yeah, those numbers aren't even in there.
TCU safety as well. Millard Nook Bradford ranked 341. Now, I loved their 1st round pick. 2nd round pick was also great. And then, I mean, for what they worked with picks wise, I'll just jump right to the grade here. I'll give them a B plus. Actually,
I'll do you one better. I gave him an A-.
Yeah, I was about to give him a.
yeah, I was thinking.
I
about
liked
that anyway.
the Saints drafts. I think they made the most out of their first 4 picks at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rattler in the 5th round
Yeah.
was kind of a steal. And, Derek Carr is not going to be – he's hardly anything right now, but not for much longer. Give Rattler a year or two maybe and work with him. I mean, he's a 5th rounder. I mean, how far off can you go with a 5th rounder?
I know a good 5th round quarterback.
Yeah, me too.
The boy.
Actually, I think I'm gonna change it to an A flat.
A flat.
Really?
Yeah, because I really do love their first 2 picks.
What's that flat musical symbol look like? So I can put that on the YouTube.
Oh, it's like a.
A flat.
It's like a little B.
Yeah,
Just Google it.
yeah, it's like a little italics kind of thing.
Yeah.
A flat.
Yeah, A flat because love their first 2 picks. Then I love what they did with the rest of their draft as well. And then really the cherry on top for me is them signing Colorado State tight end Dallin Hooker as an undrafted
Oh
free
yeah,
agent.
because
I love him.
This guy knows how to play football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd also give them A minus probably. I can't give them an A just because they only had 2 picks in the first 4 rounds.
That's fair.
I'm just basing it off of what they did with their
I
picks.
mean, what they did was good, but you can't give them an A with only 2 picks in the first 4 rounds. But the fact that they got Rattler, a pretty decent wide receiver in Bub Means.
Yeah, you watch any Bub Means, Jared? You're a Pitt guy.
Pitt sucked this year, so I didn't watch a
Bub Means
freaking
makes
play
Bub.
of them.
I've actually heard of him, and he was picked.
He went
was
to.
in the 5th round.
He's from Aliquippa, I believe.
A local.
Yep.
But yeah, their first 2 picks I love. They might actually be my favorite first 2 picks out of any
This
team.
division. Any team?
Out of any team, they might be my
Any
first
team
favorite
that's still an
first 2 picks.
The
A-minus.
Steelers had really good.
You got to be careful. This is only the first division we're going.
I know,
over.
I know, but I love their tackle pick. He's
Yeah.
the second best tackle.
Better
in
than the
draft.
Bears' first 2 picks?
Yes,
They had 2
I'm
top
super
10s.
low on Caleb Williams, so I don't think he's gonna be anything.
I don't think he will be
You
either.
just like this
That's for
tackle.
another time.
You just like this
because
tackle.
he's Hawaiian. Yep,
Because he's Hawaiian, he's
well-
bound to be good.
he's about to be the second best tackle in the league next year.
behind Penne.
Yep. Penne. Oh, okay, third. Penne and who's
Troy
Troy
Fatani.
Troy
Fatani.
Alt. Yeah,
Joe Alt?
Yeah, Joe Alt's gonna be good.
He's white though.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I gotta root against him. You're right.
When
Yeah,
I
they got a
met
good draft.
Kool-Aid last summer, I told him I'd see him in black and gold. It wasn't the black and gold I thought it was going to be, though.
Oh wow, yeah. Still works.
It almost
Still
was.
works.
He almost was.
Close.
But then we were like, yeah, big men. Omar Khan puts an emphasis on the offensive line. That's why it's been getting a lot better through the 2 years that we've had him.
I still like a corner for the Steelers though.
I do
No,
not.
no, not in the first round.
No, in the 4th though. We'll get to it next week. But why you got to pick a 3rd offensive lineman in the 4th round? Where you could have drafted corner.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I mean,
that's big.
I only paid attention to, like, the first 4 picks for, like, everybody, so... After that, I was like, okay, this is just getting old.
Yeah, they're just looking at a board and saying sure.
But, yeah, congrats to Kyle Sheets getting signed. Local guy went to Cash. Back-to-back years now.
He went to Cash.
Back-to-back years now. Cash has had a wide receiver or former player, both wide receivers, though, get
Kyle Sheets went
signed.
to Cash?
He went to Cash, and Henry Litwin also went to Cash. And he got signed by the Bears after the draft last
I didn't know
year.
Cash had
Why would
anybody
he
good at
do that?
football.
I didn't either. They have good wrestlers, so
Let's see what
Yeah,
Henry
so-
Litwin's been up to.
wrestlers always
Congrats
play
to
football.
him.
Huh.
Henry Litwin.
Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid because he's Derek Carr as his quarterback.
Yeah.
Drive the speed limit, Kyle.
Henry Litwin is.
I know he will. He's a safety guy. I had a couple classes.
Wait a
with him.
minute. I think that the guy drafted last year wrestled because I think I remember hearing something.
Henry Litwin.
Yeah.
He wasn't drafted.
He was signed.
No. Yeah.
But yeah.
UDFA.
I'm pretty sure he wrestled because I heard about someone from Cash that wrestled getting signed to the NFL.
Litwin may have had a combine invite, actually.
I don't think so. If he did, he didn't go.
I remember.
I'm
I
pretty
you can
sure
look that up, but
Kyle Phillips was a quarterback at Cash.
Kyle Sheets,
Yeah, sorry, what'd I say?
fullback,
And he got
or
drafted,
Kyle Fuller is what you said.
And he got drafted as a wide receiver.
Yeah. Well,
Or
he played
picked up.
he played receiver at Slip.
Yes, we've
Okay.
had back-to-back years now. Slip has had a receiver get signed by an NFL team, and I guess back-to-back years for Cash because they both went to Cash and then both went to Slip.
I would have guessed Meadville before Cash, and they're right next to each other.
Meadville makes good football players as well.
Yeah.
Journey Brown.
Yep.
Rest in peace to his NFL career.
What could have been?
What was
could've
that?
been.
Was that brain injury or back injury?
No,
This
it
guy.
was like
I didn't
heart.
know this was Kyle Sheets. I see this guy walking around campus all the time. I
Yeah.
see this guy's face. I didn't know he. Damn, he's tall too.
Yeah, he's like 6'5".
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw a picture of him playing basketball and he was towering over guys.
Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, Henry Litwin was a completely different receiver then. Henry
Yeah.
Litwin's like a short,
Henry
quick
Litwin
guy.
was like 5'11". Kyle Sheets
I
like 6'5".
had no. This guy's been on. This guy's. I mean, obviously, to try to get into the NFL as a Division II player, you need to like play a lot of years and show a lot of stuff. So this guy might be 5th, 6th year because I've seen him every single year.
You ever talked to
Yeah,
him?
I think he's a 5th
No.
year. I think he's just graduated high school in 2019.
Okay, so he's
But
our age.
yeah, he's a good guy. I had a couple classes with him. Normally, there's a lot of football players in my major, or what was my major. It's not my alma mater, but a lot of those football players were just known for being absolute idiots. Like, and it showed in class. Like, you're only here because you can play football.
Generally,
Did
unless
you wear
they're-
a helmet?
Yeah, we're like wondering.
9 times out of 10, unless they're an offensive lineman or a quarterback, they are stupid. Like, completely stupid. They're just there to play football.
I'm trying to think of other smart positions, but I can't really think of any.
Tight end sometimes.
Not Travis Kelce.
Safety.
Kicker, maybe.
Sometimes smart.
Kicker, punter.
Kicker, yeah. They're usually like the nerds.
But anyway, Kyle, I had a few classes with him, and he was always like, "Okay, you're actually intelligent." Like, and he always like turned in his work on time, like, and gave good presentations. So, good for you, man.
Most
If
people
he doesn't have an NFL career, he'll have a great career as a safety manager.
Most people that don't even do a sport don't do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Good work, Kyle. I don't have any notes on Kyle because I don't
know him personally, but just from being his classmate.
Sorry, Kyle. I don't know. Kyle, work your ass off and get up there and play with Chris Olave.
We'll get your jersey. We'll put it up here.
Yeah, Kyle Sheets. I saw he's number 5 at Slippery Rock.
Oh, he changed his number a few times.
Damn it, Kyle.
Well, I think 5. Yeah, I think it was 5.
He's probably gonna change it.
He's got to earn a jersey number, anyways.
Yeah.
He's got to earn a jersey number.
You got to make the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But Fuwanga, great pass protecting right tackle with the size and movement ability to develop into a run blocking powerhouse. So Cleese touched on it well. He's one of the best tackles in this class. Kool-Aid was my cornerback 2. Carson loves him too. Your quarterback 3?
I think so, yeah.
Kool-Aid's just a dog. Jared met him, so that's what. So Jared is a dog then too.
Yeah.
The Saints just drafted and picked up everyone we know.
Yeah, they really did.
They use Mink's scouting report.
Yeah. They're like,
I think they actually might have.
Hey, I've seen this guy. I've also seen that guy. I talked to that guy.
Hey, this guy went to Pitt.
This guy went to Slippery Rock. He's from Aliquippa. This guy likes Raising Cane. What was it, Raising Canes?
Hattie B's chicken.
Oh, chicken.
What a shout out. But anyways, Kool-Aid was projected to be a top 10 pick going into the season. And then quarterbacks just didn't throw his way all season. Dude was only targeted 36 times. They were all throwing at Terrion Arnold, and Terrion Arnold was apparently raising his draft stock whenever I think he shouldn't have. But anyways, Kool-Aid's the better corner in my opinion. To get Spencer Rattler in the 5th round, you guys touched on it well. Dude he's a Lincoln Riley quarterback. He's going to improvise and do his best to run around like chicken with his head cut off and then make a play. But
Bold take. It would not surprise me if he had a better career
Oh, no way.
than
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Would not surprise me.
He's on the Saints.
I bet you there's a 20% chance that he has a better career.
I saw an entire TikTok about the breakdown of why Caleb Williams is not going to be good. And I was like, that makes sense because
It
I'm
doesn't-
like Scott Van Pelt. I can just agree with everybody. But
I saw that there was a one of the best GMs of all time was do not draft Caleb Williams. I forget who it was.
Yeah, there was a
But
couple
it's
that
just
said that.
because of his
that-
off the he passed
Yes.
on someone else.
we saw the same
Yeah.
TikTok then.
Was it that
Yeah.
Minnesota? Was he a former Minnesota
something like
GM?
that. And he passed on someone else that was super highly prospected just because of off the field issues. Like, this guy's not going to pan out. It may have been Johnny Manziel. And they were like, this guy's not going to be good. He has too many off the field issues. He's not going to be in the NFL much longer. So they passed on him, and it panned out correctly. And then he had one that came out this year, and I don't even know if he's a GM anymore. So I think he posted somewhere, and it's like, Caleb Williams is going to be bad for these reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Caleb
have-
Williams' record against ranked teams is 2-9.
Yeah.
Granted, he didn't have the best team around him.
He did
Oh,
not.
I want to talk about that too. Caleb Williams, I think he had a pretty good team around him. I mean,
They always had the highest most 5-star recruits every season.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are they not good?
and he had a lot of teammates around him drafted. His running back, Marshawn Lloyd, was the second running back off the
Second running
board.
back, yeah.
His safety, Kalen Bullock, was the 3rd safety off the board or something.
Yeah.
His receiver, Brendan Rice, got drafted in the 6th round. 7th round. Yeah, he had a good team. I just think this team lost because of him. When you have 16 fumbles in one season, your team is destined to
a lot.
lose. You're giving up 1.5 turnovers
That's
a game.
lot. Granted,
That's
they only
crazy.
play 12 games,
12, yeah.
and you have 16 fumbles.
Okay, so 1.25 a game, just about.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, just think. You go into the game knowing that the team...
You're going to turn over 150% of the time just because you're a cornerback.
Yeah, well, I was going to say the
I don't think the math's right.
the other team's offense... one and a quarter time a game, the other team's offense is going to get the ball for free, most likely on their half of the field. Of course your team's going to lose because your quarterback can't handle the ball.
I bet you he's going to be just compared to a worse Cam Newton. That's what he's going to be.
DJ Moore is going to
styles.
request a trade after next season, and Keenan Allen's just be like, I'm retiring. I'm tired of this.
He's going to be a Cam Newton that doesn't win an MVP.
He makes a Super Bowl.
No.
What's the comparison for Cam Newton for?
Well, because Cam Newton, he was number 1 overall pick, super highly prospected.
Okay.
He was known for being
Heisman
able
winner.
to scramble really well.
Wait, Cam Newton won a Heisman? I don't think he did. He?
I think he
he actually
did.
might have.
Yeah,
He's
I think
never
he-
on
I
those
think he
Heisman
did.
commercials.
No,
Maybe
he's
that's
not.
because he's so weird.
Look it up. You got that whole computer right in front
I
of you.
guess I
Yeah,
do.
that thing's.
I feel like I say that a lot to you.
Cam Newton Heisman was a mark.
Hey, speaking of
He
Heisman,
did 2010.
you guys see that?
Hope we're getting.
What's his name got his Heisman back?
Oh,
Reggie Bush.
Reggie
Yeah, why
Bush.
do you
Yep.
lose it?
because
because-
of like weed and stuff.
No,
it was
NIL
'cause-
deals.
Yeah, it was because he was
Oh,
getting
really?
NIL deals, or he was getting like bribes. in
Yeah. I
I
college.
saw Johnny Manziel was talking about it. He was like, well, the only reason I thought it was weed was because Johnny Manziel was like, I did way worse stuff off the field than he did, and I still got to keep my Heisman.
Anyways, going back to like
It's
the
true.
Johnny Manziel thing, Caleb Williams. If you have off the field issues before you even get drafted,
That's a problem.
yeah, because
Because
just
usually
imagine
they get worse when you get to the NFL
Yeah.
and get money.
and just imagine what happens when he gets his second contract if he gets one.
Well, they've had money, but
Yeah.
not like
Not
$40 million a
not
year, or whatever
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Not
when-
first
by the
overall
time he
pick
gets
money.
Yeah,
second
money and freedom. Because
That
like, at college, you're still a student, so you still have to go to class, do your assignments.
Well,
Sorta.
not if
Sorta,
you're
yeah.
not if you're that. Yeah,
yeah, enough.
Anyway.
Oh,
You have to
sorry.
stay
I don't
out of
think-
trouble so
that-
that you can.
That's
yeah.
true.
I don't know. Caleb Williams isn't Johnny Manziel though. I don't think.
Well,
he's-
we
I
didn't
mean, he's
know.
a
At the,
girl.
at the time, we didn't know Johnny Manziel was Johnny Manziel.
that's
We
true.
really didn't.
We kind
true.
of did because pictures were getting posted with all these celebrities all the time. He's like 18 years old and like clubbing with like Kanye.
So like we kind of had an
a hunch.
indication. Yeah, there's
But
I don't think he wouldn't have gone number 1 overall. Like that, Johnny Manziel fell to like 25,
22.
22. Yeah, like so like teams figured it out.
Da Bears.
not the
Dub-
Browns.
See Eccleus?
No.
At the end of his
Oh,
post
yeah,
conference,
I
he
did
went
see
Da
that.
Bears.
Yeah, I was like,
Then the
you're
picture
not-
he took with Roma Dunze, where they're both going like this, and the captions like Roma's already sick of his ass.
Yeah.
I love the NFL news page posted like this Caleb Williams about to put up the zestiest 365 yards and 3 touchdowns you've ever seen.
Do you think Roma Dunze would rather play with Caleb Williams or Russell Wilson?
Probably
Damn, that's tough.
Caleb Williams was a high school teammate with someone, and I can't remember if it was Roma Dunze or not.
No way.
No, wait, no. It wouldn't be Roma Dunze.
I'll look it up. But anyways,
give me Russ. I love Russ.
yeah, we think that
Russ
Mahomes
is corny
walk.
as shit, though.
We think
Sometimes
Mahomes walk
yes.
right now is zesty. I can only imagine the walk that Caleb Williams.
Wait
is
till
gonna
Caleb Williams plays Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
get.
No,
The zestiest Super Bowl of all time.
I would not watch it.
Jackson
I
Mahomes
refuse.
is gonna be like
You would.
He's gonna be like in a mankini the whole time, just like bouncing around like, yeah, this is my Super Bowl, baby.
Oh gosh.
Jackson Mahomes, his brother is the quarterback for the one team, and then his boyfriend is
The quarterback for the other team.
Oh,
It's gonna look like that.
Caleb Williams' boyfriend is going to be Jackson Mahomes.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh
It'd be
gonna-
perfect.
no, Caleb Williams was teammates with Olu Fashanu in high school,
Ah.
in the heart of Washington D.C.
The heart.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
Well, to get back to Spencer Rattler, because that's how we got here.
Wow.
In the 5th round, that's not bad, as we said. Bub Means is basically Xavier Legette light.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Shut up.
What's up, Bob?
The Saints.
What's going on, Bob?
Yeah, Bub. Texas linebacker, kind of unimpressive in the open field, but strong tackler and run support. Carson, look up. I like this guy. This next guy, the 6th round pick. Look
My
up
fingers are fast.
Christian Boyd. Look up his highlights.
Oh.
His
Sounds
Fingers
like a
fast,
mix
but
of
they're not
Christian
good.
Kirk and Tyler Boyd.
Christian
so
with a K, but this guy
Cletus
is
is gonna like him.
relentless bull rush with a wide
6'4",
base.
317.
He's actually 6'2", 320. Guys lie
Oh,
about their height. and
then what
weight.
did you want me to look up?
Just look up like a quick highlight video of him. Just look him up. Dude is just a relentless bull rusher with a wide base and low center of gravity to drive offensive linemen backward and get them on their heels and panicking. Then he incorporates large swinging swim moves to move offensive linemen to the side. Just a powerful force at 6'2", 320. He's moved up to my defensive tackle 6 because I didn't watch him until like yesterday, and I was like, damn, this guy's good. And then Josiah Ezerim is not going to be anything.
That highlight wasn't even a highlight. These aren't even highlights.
It's just him playing.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. He's just look
He's
at
just
this.
running
Please.
through the
Look,
motions.
look, it's just him. Okay, this is him. He doesn't do anything in the play. It's been like that for the last 4 plays.
What the hell?
It's just him taking on dudes.
All right, well, I watched.
Oh, he made a tackle.
I watched a different video, but anyways,
He made a tackle.
Dallin Holker. I know Carson really likes the guy. Dude's a strong pass catcher. Carson compares him to Tyler Higbee, but sticky hands. Maybe they're covered in. Yeah, but
Yeah, you're right. Tight ends do have to block the edge sometimes.
they do.
They
So
just
got
chip off the edge
all over their hands.
To protect the back.
to protect the back.
All over their hands, man. But Dallin
Is our
Holker.
video still going?
Yes.
That should be.
Yeah.
We do still have video. That's good. We are such good podcasters.
Wonder
But
how long we were without.
dude is more agile than he looks. And then Millard Nook Bradford. He's small safety, 5'10 and a half, 191 pounds. But this guy is not afraid to get down in the blocks for run support. Guy zips around the field in coverage, lays his body on the line for his team. He's got that big dog mentality. But yeah, I gave it an A- because I love Kool-Aid McKinstry. To get him at 41, whenever at the beginning of the season he was talking about top 10, they didn't panic to try to move up and get a QB like the Vikings did. Yeah, they're kind of stuck with Derek Carr. You pigeonholed yourself in that. You can't do anything about it. Like, stick right out for another year. And, like, I guess take Rattler and see what he can turn it into as a fifth-round quarterback. But all in all, I thought they got good role players all throughout, including the UDFAs. I was impressed with the Saints. So good job, Mickey.
That time that we were without video, we're going to have to fill it in with a video of Cletus playing Subway Surfers.
Yes, it's genius.
Yeah.
That's how we should do our podcast.
Yeah.
Just us in the top and then Subway Surfers underneath. I'm a stud at Subway.
What's
You're a
that
stallion?
I'm a stallion.
What's that game where it's just like the ramps in midair where people are just like driving cars and
That's
they're just
GTA.
like, is that GTA?
Yeah.
Is that like a
Oh,
mod
yeah.
that you can get?
No,
you can
it's
just
a
make
map.
like custom maps or custom tracks.
You
Yeah.
can tell that this guy did not play GTA.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I mean, it looks like
Looks fun.
it does look fun. It looks
It's like
like
how far can they launch a car?
yeah,
Chris,
it
you're
looks
gonna
like
have
some
to do
Hot
that
Wheels shit.
for the
Speaking of GTA, I'm gonna have to pay $600 just to play it. Just to play
GTA
GTA
6?
6.
Why?
Because you're gonna have to get the next console.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to pay $80.
Well-
It's gonna be like $80 for the game and $500. For
Well, you could get
New
you an
console's
Xbox.
only- new console's only $500.
yeah.
You're an
They're
Xbox
staying
guy?
consistent.
You
Yeah,
an
I am
Xbox
an
guy.
Xbox
Well,
guy.
you can get the one that's $300.
No, I'm
doesn't-
not gonna be a cheap guy.
We're
I ain't
just-
no cheap bastard.
We're just
I mean,
gonna
it's
have to
got less
switch to
storage,
PC for everything, Cleus.
Huh?
Rainbow GT PC.
Yeah, but that costs even more. So I'm gonna spend.
but once you buy it, you're pretty much-
$2,000.
Yeah, but once you buy it, you're like done.
I mean, yeah, and you can always upgrade it. But
Yeah.
All this for GTA ramps.
but what about the Buccaneers?
The
Buccaneers,
That's a
dude.
good point you have there, Cleus. With their first round pick, they went with Duke center Graham Barton. Second round, Alabama linebacker Chris Braswell.
Boswell.
Yeah, no, you got it. You got it.
Brazzerwell.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Braz?
Brazzers.
Brazzerwell.
He brazzers well.
Yes, he does. Sure does.
Does he edge to Brazzers?
He's behind
He's
the edge.
a linebacker, yeah.
No, he is an edge. No, he's actually an edge.
He watches
Oh, he's
it.
actually an edge.
Braswell is actually an edge.
Oh, so yeah, he does edge on Brazzers.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
he edges on Brazzers well.
yeah. Third round, Georgia defensive back Tyke Smith. Also in the third round, Washington wide receiver Jalen McMillan. In the fourth, sixth, and seventh round, respectively, Oregon running back Bucky Irving, UTEP offensive guard Elijah Klein, and then Washington tight end Devin Culp. The UDFA and only one.
Well, only notable one.
Only notable one.
Who actually has a shot at a starting job.
Florida State linebacker Kalen DeLoach.
DeRoche.
So, starting us off here, I have their grade as a B plus seems about right for me.
I'm gonna go B minus. They kind of got to shaft here. Like the positions that they needed, the great guys got taken early. So
Thanks for being too good, Baker.
No, that was the center they wanted.
they wanted him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's the best
Jackson Powers Johnson was still on the board at that time, and they really need a center.
They wanted him over Jackson Powers Johnson.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sticking with B minus because I don't think he was the best center in the draft.
But I like the center pick because they really need someone to replace Jensen. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, Jensen. They retired 2 years ago. They got some depth on their defense, and I also love the Bucky Irving pick as well. And
You like Devin Culp.
yeah, I also had Devin Culp as a half my guy, just because he's such an athletic tight end.
You know what? Bucky Irving, 4th round. I will change it to a B because that's a good value pick.
Very considerate.
It is a good value pick.
Well, this draft would be absolutely trashed for me if it wasn't for Graham Barton and Bucky Irving. Graham Barton actually played left tackle at Duke, but teams look at his size and his technique and toughness, and they want to put him at center. For
You're
going to
learn how to play center if you weren't playing the NFL, son.
You don't
Get
know
your
how
hands
to,
on some
You don't know
balls.
how to snap a ball, but we're going to teach you in 3
Yeah,
months.
we're gonna
Sounds like Hunter Yeager out there.
we're gonna put you
Marquise Bouncy.
we're gonna put your hands on some balls and teach you how to launch it between your legs.
Yep.
Wow, love it.
But I wasn't a fan of Chris Braswell. This guy's he's a vicious tackler with speed and pursuit, but this guy gets stuck on blocks so much. This guy isn't even in my top 10 edges, and he was ranked 6th. And on the consensus board, I'd give that pick alone an F. Along with Jalen McMillan, I don't like Jalen McMillan. Just like Jalen Polk, Carson. I don't know if you watched Jalen McMillan.
I like Jalen McMillan way more than I like Jalen Polk.
Really? Okay. I didn't like Jalen McMillan either. So I gave him an F too. I think he's just a big slot receiver with good size, but no really abilities after that. Tyke Smith, dude just plays like a linebacker with his head down. He's technically a safety, but he's gonna play slot corner. He's 5'10", 202. Just plays with a hard-nosed downhill mentality, but
He's like Keely Ringo V2.
just lacking in coverage. But yeah, I can see that. But I love Bucky Irving, my favorite running back in this class. Doesn't even have to. Honestly, if he could have gone to Oregon State or Stanford, and I don't even care. Bucky Irving is talented, best contact balance in this class. Yeah, he's a small running back, but just great agility, great receiver, exciting to watch. Over the last 2 seasons, actually, Bucky Irving has broken a tackle on 40% of his rushing attempts. That is tied for first in the NCAA with Bijan Robinson and Trey Benson. So
Malik Neighbors had more broken tackles than Blake Corum, and Blake Corum had 4 times the touches, but Malik Neighbors still had more broken
that's why
tackles.
I'm very low on Blake Corum. But Bucky Irving's my RB2, Carson's RB3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cody.
He couldn't go any higher because to be any higher, you got to be a 3-down back.
I think he's gonna play. Rashad White is one of the worst starting running backs in the league, in my opinion. Dude is so inefficient, and he gets a lot of catches, but that's just because he's force fed the ball and he doesn't do anything with it. So
It's good for fantasy football.
Yeah,
that's
I'd
just
say
because
if you
he's
have a
small.
dynasty team, to draft him in the 3rd round would be a good pick.
I love Bucky Irving, though, and I
Yeah.
think he's going to get play time. He's definitely earned it throughout college. And Devin Culp is, as Carson said, undersized, unproven athletic tight end who possesses some yak ability with 4.47 40-yard dash speed. And the only reason why I mentioned Kalen DeLoach, he's the linebacking room, because they released Devin White, is just wide open. They got Levante David and basically nobody else. But whenever I look,
Chris Braswell.
well, he's an edge. He's edging. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
He's edging to
Why
Browser
is
as
he
well.
listed as a linebacker?
Yeah, the NFL is confused, but he plays edge. But Kalen DeLoach is...
Well, I guess TJ Watt's listed as a linebacker, so.
Yeah, exactly. But Kalen DeLoach is very small. He's 5'11" and a half, 210 pounds.
Outside.
He's built like a safety.
Oh.
He's not going to be one to break off blocks and pass rush, but he has good pursuit speed and wraps up strong, because that's the only way he can bring down ball carriers at 5'11", 210 pounds as a linebacker. Very small, but plays bigger than his size, so I think that he could earn a role on this defense. But I gave him a C+, just because the Graham Barton and the Bucky Irving picks are slam dunks, but this grade is tanked for me by Chris Braswell and Jalen McMillan, because I did not like them as players, and I think they were definitely overdrafted. So
Good deal.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we cannot play with Isaac because he's not here, and he's not long enough for us to play with him from a distance. So
He's currently getting played with by someone else.
yeah,
It's such a shame.
yeah, I can't believe
You think
he's,
they're edging?
He's cheating on me.
There's probably no edging.
there's
Guys.
definitely no
there's no
edging,
edging.
and there's definitely no soaking.
There's no edging, no soaking, and he's cheating on me. 3 sins.
This is brutal. But that moves us on to apparently, because we got some rumors about what happened on draft night that is very scandalous. The Bears.
Are we still videoing?
I hope so.
We gotta keep checking.
We are.
Damn it! I want to play more Subway Surfers.
Subway Surfers. But so the Falcons GM Terry Fontenot on not drafting a corner, as I said they should have. Quote, "We would have liked to add to that position, but you don't want to force a reach or do something you shouldn't." Yeah.
Wouldn't want to force a reach.
Yeah.
Terry.
Don't want to reach around.
Terry.
I would love a reach around.
Terry.
Terry, do you realize what you did at pick 8? Come on, Terry.
Come on, Terry.
Dog shit.
Anyways, apparently the Falcons had Michael Penix Jr. ranked as their second best quarterback in the class, per Jeremy Fowler, as Carson had mentioned. Atlanta had graded Penix as the draft's best pure passer. I would agree with that. Immediately after the Falcons drafted Michael Penix Jr., a league source told Tony Pauline, this guy's everywhere. He just like sticking his nose everywhere. Brown noser. But the decision to draft Penix was, quote, driven by the owner, which is what I was saying. I don't know who was yelling at who. I guess I didn't watch the video that you did, Cletus, but
They had to have been talking about sides.
yeah,
For food.
definitely.
Yeah, broccoli and rice.
Like, I
Broccoli
told
and
you
rice.
to order cheesy breadsticks, and you only got the garlic ones.
I mean, garlic's still good. Stop complaining.
Like, Arthur Blank, you're rich. Just go out and buy your own breadsticks. But Falcons GM Terry Fontenot on quarterback Michael Penix Jr., he said, quote, if he sits for 4 or 5 years, which would put him at 29 years old or something,
Yeah.
that's a great problem to have because we're doing so well at that position.
This is just a politically correct
Yeah,
statement.
that's just trying to make your team sound better than it actually is going to be.
And he's trying to also pat
Kirk
Kirk on
out.
the back. Yeah, help Kirk out. Like, no, Kirk, you're going to be here for your whole contract, buddy. We're going to keep
You guys
you.
see the clips where every team Kirk's on, he says,
I want to retire as a Washington Commander.
Yeah.
I want to retire as a Minnesota Viking. I want to retire as an Atlanta Falcon.
This dude
Next,
just...
he's going to retire as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
oh, yeah.
That would have been nice. But in addition to drafting quarterback Michael Penix, Atlanta also tried to trade up into the first round to get edge Leatu Latu, according to Weish89. Yeah, it would. What
a
if
stud.
if only they had the 8th overall pick where they could have drafted Leatu Latu.
Just to wrap all this up, I guess we already talked about it quite a bit, but well, I guess they're on a little side note again. As we were watching the live stream, these guys are always taking our breakdowns and analysis, and not giving us credit. And we're sick of it.
Yeah, us on the Draft Brothers, we must have had some really good takes because apparently all the people on the NFL Network want to go and steal our takes.
Yeah, they say the exact same thing as us. I mean, best pure passer, we said that. What else is on here?
Reed. Come on.
That's really the only thing on here. But
Well, that's embarrassing.
there's a lot of other stuff as well that's not on here.
Quarterback
Stuff that
carousel.
was said during
Quarterback
the draft.
carousel, yeah, they took that.
But one more thing on Michael Penix Jr. Apparently, the Seattle Seahawks, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the New Orleans Saints all tried to trade into the top 10 to draft Michael Penix Jr. per James Palmer TV.
Whether they did or not, I really don't know, because I don't know why the Seahawks would do that. They already have a stud as their backup quarterback.
They do.
The Saints,
Confirmed.
I feel like, I don't know. By them saying they tried to trade in the top 10, they might have been like, yeah, we'll give you Derek Carr for a top 10 pick. And that was considered a try.
That's an Isaac level trade.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of bullshit around the NFL about Michael Penix.
Yeah.
Like, there was hype, but not this much.
Yeah,
like,
that's
after
why-
the draft, there's way more.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to talk about him this week, and then we'll get talking about the Steelers next week, go into their draft. But yeah, we had to talk about Michael Penix Jr. this week because he's what everybody's been talking about because everybody has very strong opinions on what the Falcons
Did you see the graphic that the Falcons team posted on social media? It
I
said
saw the one that Jared sent that said penis at the bottom.
Michael Penix. Yeah, that they literally posted it.
That-
Michael Penix, number 8, and then at the bottom, penis. For no reason.
They're really playing the penis game. Seeing who can put penis bigger on the Instagram account.
Who posted that? I thought it was like Barstool.
No, it was the Atlanta Falcons posted it. That's
That's-
why Barstool posted it.
That's
Because
awesome.
for no reason they just
I
posted
think
it.
PFF posted
I
it
think
too.
it's supposed to be Penix.
It probably is
The
supposed to-
S.
Well,
It's the S next to the X on the. It is on the
Yeah,
keyboard. The
I-
X is right next to the
I don't
S.
even understand why would they just put Penix underneath it
Yeah,
whenever
really-
it already said his full name at the
did.
top.
It said number 8, penis.
I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah, it said number 8, Michael Penix, penis.
Yeah, it was like right at the bottom, like big letters too.
Yeah.
Didn't even
Honestly,
try to
it's
hide it.
just really good
Probably put it
marketing.
right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the picture
Oh, yeah.
up on the YouTube.
Yeah, it's just really good marketing. They're just trying to get some attention for their man, and that's what they did.
I mean, I would have rather had like a picture on the screen, like not the word.
Yeah.
Like the word penis doesn't really do much.
I'm just thinking of how you're gonna search up the graphic of that. Are you gonna look up Michael Penix penis?
I guess
Although it
I'll
would
do.
come up.
I'll do what I have to do for the good of the pod. I swear, I better
just
not
gonna-
get any. I better
you're
not
gonna
get any
have
Drake style videos.
You're gonna have to tread through so many cocks just to get the picture that we're talking about.
What did you look up, Carson? You just looked it up. You binged it though.
Yeah,
You're a bing
so-
Oh my
guy.
God, there's so many dicks you're looking at.
I looked up Michael Penix's penis, and his parents came up.
Oh, what? Okay.
And then
Well, that's how
also,
he was made,
there's a
yeah.
picture of. All right, so picture this: ESPN, and then each one penis lines up with both. So the top with the E is PENIS. Then the S is penis. And then the
Send me
P
that.
in ESPN.
Send me that picture. I'm putting that on the video.
You just gotta look up Michael Penix's penis.
No, I mean, I don't use Bing. Just email it to me right now.
Bing.
I don't use Bing. It probably wouldn't even come up on Google searches.
I'll look it up on Google. I'll use Bing to get to Google. The most looked up thing on Bing
On
is
Bing
Google.
is Google. It definitely is.
Ain't that sad? You think Bing actually makes any money?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
By
They're part,
looking
of,
up Google.
they're part of Microsoft, so they have to.
No, if you go to a Bing browser, it has like 5 times the ads of a Google browser.
Yeah,
That's the
Google's so
only way
much
they make
cleaner.
money. Yeah, Google has no ads at all.
Yeah. Did you know that former Maryland quarterback Tua will participate in the Seahawks?
Wait, Talia Tungabaloa?
Yeah,
Tua.
You said Tua.
Tua.
Basically.
Go ahead.
Tau.
World's smallest penis hoodie for sale.
Okay.
Anyways, Tua's little brother Talia participated in the Seahawks rookie camp per Mike Garafolo. This is another one of my guys going to be with another one of my guys, Sam Howell. That's got to be one stellar quarterback room.
All I can say is the fact that he didn't get drafted.
Yep.
And the fact that his older brother did get drafted.
Yep.
And is still dog shit. is telling me something.
They're catching on to the Tagovailoa family.
They're all dog shit.
Yeah, it's like, the NFL has figured it out.
Figured it out. We don't draft Hawaiian quarterbacks. We draft Hawaiian linemen.
Kyle Shanahan on rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall out of Florida. Quote, he can separate down the field. He can separate underneath. He's got really good hands, extremely smart, very well developed. You can just see he's worked on his routes, put in a lot of hours because you can see it on tape, and there's really nothing he can't do. And then 49ers GM John Lynch acknowledged, this was talked about all over the first round, all over day 2 as well. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel trade discussions with other teams they had on Thursday, but he said that no deals came close to happening per Adam Schefter.
Yeah, you know what? I love this guy, but Kyle.
Kyle.
I hate this quote because he's saying you can see he's worked on. Well, I hope everybody's worked on the routes first of all, not just him, but put in a lot of hours because you see it on the tape and blah blah blah. Yeah, anyways,
Maybe what he means is like his route running gets a lot better through the years that he was there.
maybe
I
yeah.
hope so.
If that's what it means, then that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, I do love this guy. I think he's gonna be a great fit in this offense, mainly because anybody can be a great fit in this offense.
Yep.
But for Dynasty, I hope no one takes him before I can. And
You gonna take him first round? You that high on him?
no,
I was gonna say
he's definitely not worthy of first round.
no.
But I mean, I like him as a later draft guy.
You don't have to worry about me. I only have a first and a fourth.
Oh, that's good.
It's not falling to the fourth.
No.
I guess question: Do you guys think they're gonna trade away Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel?
Brandon Ayuk.
think?
One of
The,
them's going.
the
I
fact
don't know which
that
one.
they the
Maybe not this year.
Ricky Pearsall is pretty much identical to Brandon Ayuk's play style, so that's telling me.
Yeah,
And
they could do
and
the
they-
same things.
And they didn't like re-sign or extend Ayuk's contract, so he's probably gonna get traded somewhere.
He's been the one complaining.
I know the Steelers are like number one prospect to get him, which I'd love that.
That would be great.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
want
be
to pay for that
amazing.
though.
But yeah, I don't see Ayuk staying much longer.
Yeah, I agree with you there because Debo hasn't really, I don't know, he hasn't complained about his contract, but Brandon Ayuk has been talking basically all offseason, like, just been upsettedness.
The only time Debo complained was whenever he was playing 5 different positions
Yeah.
because
He's like, "I'm not getting paid for
everyone
this."
was injured, so he had to play every position.
He's like, I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Yeah, Debo just needs to stay healthy, really.
Hey, he's been good at that. He's been the most consistent on the 49ers, honestly, at that.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk's been healthy his whole career.
Yeah, and Brandon Ayuk's only been in the league for 3 years.
This, no, full.
This is upcoming 4th.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think he's still on his
No,
rookie deal.
I think that,
Yeah, he is, but I
this
think-
is his 5th year.
Oh, they picked up his 5th year.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So that's why he's complaining about a contract because he doesn't have anything guaranteed after this year.
He caught touchdown passes from Jaden Daniels.
He did.
Yeah.
Another guy who is old.
He just got drafted.
This quarterback class is so old. Spencer Rattler is also like almost
the
24.
the COVID year is just doing them in. Next year is going to be pretty old too, just because the COVID year is going to mess up.
Well,
next
we're basically
couple drafts.
behind that now.
Yeah, but the COVID years backs it up another year, so they get an extra year in college on top of a red shirt. So they get pretty much 6 years.
I think this year is the last year for the COVID years.
No, I think next year gets it too.
I meant next year. I don't know why I said
Yeah.
this year.
As in the guys coming out next year.
Yeah, like Carson Beck. I think that's the last draft class with the COVID year.
Carson Beck was. I thought Carson Beck was just young.
No,
I
there'd
thought he
be
was like a junior.
there'd be one more year after.
Carson
because
Beck a junior?
if you redshirted, then got the COVID year, so
he
there'd
might
be
be a
this
sophomore,
next draft and then the draft after. If you played all 4 seasons.
Georgia, right?
Yeah. Jackson Dart.
He's a stud.
Yeah, but how old?
His
Oh,
Carson Beck's first year
21.
at Georgia was 2020. So he would
Jackson Dart transferred.
he'd be the last year of COVID.
Jackson Dart just finished his 3rd season, I believe.
He transferred again? I thought he was still at Ole Miss.
No. He transferred. He started at USC and then he transferred to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
His freshman year was at USC.
I like
darts.
Jackson Dart.
There's darts, buddy.
He's probably 21.
He smokes darts.
He's
but-
20.
Some darts.
Is he 20?
Yep, he's gonna be 21 in 12 days.
He's a young
Okay.
buck. Happy early birthday, Dart. Smoke a dart or two, buddy.
Man, is it hot in here?
It is warm in here. Let's finish this up. Apparently, the Vikings offered the Patriots pick number 11, number 23, and a 2025 first, as I said they were going to, for pick number 3 and 2 mid-round selections per Jeremy Fowler. And the Patriots said, ain't no way.
That was dumb. They should have done that.
You think?
You should have listened to our podcast because we put the room we announced the rumor that the Patriots said they weren't going to take 3 first-round picks.
Maybe we started the rumor.
We might have.
Now, first of
That's
all,
where they got it. They're like, hey, they're going to do this.
I'm gonna start this off here with the Patriots made a terrible decision by not taking this trade, because if they had taken this trade, they would not be stuck with Drake May for however many years they're gonna give him an opportunity
Shut up, I
for.
love Drake May.
He's terrible.
Shut up.
He's terrible.
Shut
Please.
up.
Wait,
He's
what-
gonna be the
wait,
bust of the 2024 NFL draft.
No.
I'm
Caleb
happy he
Williams-
went to the
Caleb
Patriots.
Williams.
He is Carson's quarterback 6.
Yeah.
He
Terrible.
was
Below
Also-
JJ McCarthy.
He does have him below
Terrible
J.J.
take.
McCarthy.
I didn't have him below. I think I had him as 5. Because I think I was very low on J.J. McCarthy.
I have him as 1 or 2.
At 6.
Really?
Yeah, J.J.
Wow.
McCarthy's my 7.
So you taking him in the dynasty?
7.
I put Jordan
If he
Travis
drops to
above
me,
him.
then yeah.
What pick do you have?
10.
Well, let's see. I know he'll get.
I don't think J.J. McCarthy falls that far.
No, we're talking about Drake May.
Oh, talking about Drake May? There's no way Drake May falls
Yeah,
that
I didn't
far.
think
I
so.
don't think he falls that far.
No, yeah, he's going to fall past you.
I think he's gonna fall past you too.
Yeah.
And then after you is Cody, I think he's gonna fall. Oh.
Cody will take him.
Cody does
Cody's
love
high
Drake
on
May.
him with me.
Yeah, Cody's got Drake May as his quarterback 3.
He'll
as
probably
his
take him.
consensus.
Cody,
I
don't
don't know
watch
if he'd
this.
take him. Who's 8?
Cody has C.J. Stroud and Joe Burrow on his team right
Yeah.
now. Cody needs a wide receiver bad. I bet Cody, if he was smart, Cody should probably take Malik Neighbors.
He should take 2 receivers.
Yeah, because
There's so many
Cody's
receivers.
working
I'm
right
gonna
now
take a
with
receiver.
Rasheed Rice, who might be suspended half the season. Oh, by the way, the next
whole season.
by the way, apparently Chiefs wide receiver Rasheed Rice could be suspended for at least half the season, according to James Palmer. So
That's at least. I bet you it's the whole year.
what a hell of a segue that was. Did you see that?
That was. Yeah.
And then, after Cody, I think Cody should probably take 2 receivers. If he does that, after you, it's 2 picks from Eugene, and then you. And
Eugene's going to take Brock Bowers.
Yeah,
Because he's a
Eugene-
tight end guy.
I think he's probably going to
Eugene
take Brock Bowers at the 104.
I hope so.
I'm serious.
I hope Jaden Daniels falls to me at 6.
Eugene almost came here for the podcast.
Yeah.
But
And-
then he was like, no, I'm going to take a nap.
I don't think he'll take, I don't think he'll take a quarterback in the first round. So I think Drake May might get to you.
Cody, you don't think Cody takes his quarterback in the first round?
I don't know.
Well, Cody has 2 first-round picks. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
and they're
He could
probably
take
both
him at 8.
before me.
Cody has picks 3 and 8.
3 and 7.
3
Yeah,
and
those are
7.
both before me. So he'll probably take Drake May with one of them.
I don't know.
Who are Cody's wide receivers? Go to Cody's team and look up-
Nobody.
Yeah, he's got Rasheed Rice as his top guy. And
Rasheed Rice, Michael Wilson,
All right, he might take 2 wide receivers.
Noah Brown, DJ Chark.
Yeah, he's taking 2 wide receivers.
DJ Moore.
You can stop talking.
He does have DJ Moore.
Oh, he does have DJ Moore,
Moore's
that's
his
right.
and Drake London.
I helped him finesse
Drake.
that trade.
Oh, Drake London might be good.
Christian,
Okay.
finally good.
Kristen Watson.
Christian Watson. Okay, he
Calvin
might only.
Austin.
He might.
Why are you
read the
reading all the
bad
guys
names
at the
first.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Just going down the list, and for some reason,
I think he was tanking.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't
No,
think
he
was.
wasn't even in the
I don't know
playoffs.
what this order is. The order's in the draft room,
Interesting.
and it's very random.
Oh well, okay. Well, Cody's still. I think Cody Cody is one of our listeners, so he's gonna listen. But I think you should take Malik Neighbors with that number 3 pick.
That's if I don't trade up for it.
Don't
Who
let
are you
them
gonna trade
persuade
up
you,
to?
Cody.
Huh?
Who are you gonna trade up?
This guy's trying to sell your
What do
team
you
right
mean?
now.
I'll give him my 5, take his 3, and give him some other pick.
Anybody want a 4th round pick?
Why is he gonna trade? Why would he trade back?
Because he can get more picks. Because he needs to build his team deeper.
We're debating about Cody's team, and he's not even here.
So, anyways, T. Higgins was looking for a contract in the range of 3 years, $70 million that the Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman received.
That's like $23 million a year.
Yeah.
I would take that for T. Higgins.
Cincinnati never approached an annual salary of $20 million in a contract discussion with him. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah,
not
that is
even
a slap
$20
in the
million.
face. That's a big slap in the face.
That's like what Tyler Boyd's gonna get. Or has he gotten picked up yet?
No.
If he got picked up, he'd get around that. Range.
$20 million
He'd
dollars a
probably
year?
get like 18.
No, he
No, he
You don't
would
think
not.
he'd get 18?
No, I bet he would get. He'd probably get a 1-year deal worth $9 million.
I was gonna say 8 to 10. So
Who are we talking about?
In sync.
Look,
Tyler
there's-
Boyd.
Yeah, but you gotta
Oh.
think he's been playing behind 2 wide receiver ones.
Yeah, but look up Tyler Boyd's age.
He's
I think it's gonna
29.
surprise you. I bet he's like 32.
No.
Yeah. Tyler
Went to
Boyd's pretty
Pitt.
old.
A long time ago.
Tyler Boyd.
He's
is-
29.
Oh, good job, Cletus. He's probably on your dynasty team. You love the guy.
He's not
I
actually.
think he's also an Aliquippa guy.
No way.
Putting out playmakers. And then finally,
Damn
speaking of
Appalachians.
old goats, I don't know how old Jarvis Landry is, but apparently 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Jarvis Landry is expected to participate in the Jaguars' upcoming rookie camp, according to Tom Pelissero. Carson,
That guy's
future's
probably
bright.
32.
Look it up.
You know
See how
what?
good
I
you
don't
are,
understand.
Same
why,
age as OBJ.
I don't know why they're trying to sign Jarvis Landry when they already have just drafted Brian Thomas Jr.
31.
Just signed Gabe Davis.
We are always so close with ages.
They have Christian Kirk. They have Evan Ingram. They
Yeah.
have Parker Washington. I don't understand it.
That's
Unless you
true.
want a veteran in the room.
Because
then-
Jarvis would probably play in the slot, and that's Christian Kirk's home, and he's good at it. So
In November, though, he will turn 32. So for the whole year, he'll be.
Drake May, watching an old
He
Drake
looks
May
very
game.
young.
They're losing to Appalachian State, but
That's
I guess
embarrassing.
that's all we have for this show. We'll be doing draft grades for the AFC North, for all you Lurs fans out there next week, and then we'll do NFC North, AFC East, NFC East, and so on. So Carson, take us home,
Yeah.
baby.
If you guys have any suggestions, feedback, or questions you'd like answered on the podcast, please write a message down below in the comments. We'll answer it, do whatever we need to do with it, or you can reach out to us at our email, laststopsportstalk@gmail.com. You guys done here?
Yup.
Yes, sir.
I finished a long time ago.
Oh, he's no longer edging.
Nope, he's no longer edging. So, with that being said, we're done here. He's done here.
Ben done here.
Ben done here. And we'll catch you on the next one.